Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Janda. Welcome back to Operation Freedom Briefings. The goal of these briefings and my weekly radio show, Operation Freedom, which airs out of the People's Republic of Ann Arbor every Sunday from 2 to 5 Eastern, is to provide you information the bought-off, lamestream, fake media will never provide. Folks, in our last video, we spoke about the globalist business model of inducing fear, of trying to shut all of us that are freedom-seeking individuals down. You see, their business model is based on using abuse, harassment, intimidation, with the goal of inducing fear in order to shut us up. Because if we shut up, the chance of them being exposed, the chance of them being defeated goes down significantly. And they know that. We talked about some of the ways in which they've instituted their business model. But just look at, the people they have, the puppets they have in the globalist syndicate to do their work for them. It started a couple years ago with the denigration of Trump and Trump supporters, who obviously are anti-globalists. But it then escalated. Within 24 hours of Donald Trump assuming the presidency, after inauguration, Madonna, one of the globalist puppets, was threatening to blow up the White House. And then we had Snoop Dogg jumping in about doing something to Trump. And then we had the Kathy Griffin episode with holding his head up. See, that was all meant to send a message to all of us that are freedom-seeking, that are anti-globalists, that, hey, if we can take out your guy, we can do anything and everything to you. That wasn't just a bad business decision by Kathy Griffin. She's a puppet, just as Madonna and Snoop Dogg are. Look at what CNN is helping back in a play called Shakespeare in the Park, where essentially it's a modern day version of Julius Caesar, where they show Trump getting assassinated. There's been this constant fake media, which is a tentacle of the globalist syndicate. They're messaging, they're propagandizing to the public about instituting violence against Donald Trump and any and everyone that disagrees with the globalist syndicate, let alone supports Donald Trump. And as bad as all that is, as we pointed out in our last video, when their business model of abuse, harassment, intimidation, and trying to induce fear doesn't quite work, what do? Next? They kill. Oh, that's conspiracy theory. This is just... No, it's fact. His name was Seth Rich. Seth Rich. There was no Russian hacking. Seth Rich worked for the DNC. He didn't like what he was seeing. He saw the election being stolen from Bernie Sanders for Hillary Clinton, and he leaked that information to Julian Assange. And because he did that, he was killed, murdered. See, folks, the globalists are desperate. They realize they're losing. They're afraid of Trump and Sessions. That's why there's this venom being spewed on them on a minute-by-minute basis. They need to try to shut them down. And if they can shut Sessions and Trump down, they shut all of us down, so they think. They're wrong. You see, when they get desperate, they kill. And if they don't kill directly, one of the lemmings that's listened to their vitriol, to their propaganda, kills. And that's exactly what happened in Washington, D.C. when a Bernie Sanders disgruntled supporter got a long gun and went out and shot a number of different people, including a Congressman, Scalise, in Washington, D.C. Random event? I believe that guy was jacked up. He was jacked up on the garbage coming out of the bought-off, lamestream fake media. And he was one of the little propagandized lemmings that they created. Yeah. It's interesting that Scalise is the one who got it the worst. I don't know if you're aware, but on May 25th, Congressman Scalise, put out a video talking about ending human trafficking. Really? Google it. YouTube it. Yeah, he did. You see, the globalists, bottom line, are petrified that their human trafficking network is being torn down by Trump and Sessions and some freedom fighters within the administration. They're petrified that the globalists, both Republicans and Democrats in Washington and outside of Washington and all throughout Wall Street, are going to be exposed, no pun intended, on the human trafficking issue. It is the third rail in Washington and in big business. That is why you're seeing folks scream hysterically for the removal of Trump, for the removal of Sessions. It's because this is a death match. And the globalists are petrified that they're about to be exposed and taken down. What can all of us do? We need to network independent information to as many people as we can. I suggest there are sites such as Zero Hedge to go to, zerohedge.com. Go to my website, davejanda.com. Download the podcast that we have available from every show, usually by Sunday evening. Network them. Caravan to Midnight, caravantomidnight.com with John B. Wells. Groundbreaking information. Information the bought-off lamestream fake media will never tell you. Folks, tune in this Sunday. We will bring more information of this nature to the forefront to help you, to empower you, to educate you. And then you have to step in and network it to anyone and everyone you know. davejanda.com. Until next time, this is Dave Janda signing off. Dream big and dare to fail.